Today I'm going to share with you 3 healthy swaps to keep your blood sugar in check. Number 1, cooking oils. Most conventional cooking oils are canola oil, vegetable oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, soybean oil. These are not good for you. They promote insulin resistance and they will cause prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Instead, you can cook with olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, or grass-fed butter or ghee.
This individual essentially recommends staying away from foods high in omega-6 fatty acids and switching to foods high in monounsaturated and saturated fats. But what happens when we directly compare the consumption of different sources of dietary fats on insulin sensitivity? Compared to saturated fat ingestion, fat sources with higher concentrations of polyunsaturated fats actually appear to improve insulin sensitivity, whereas saturated fat ingestion induces insulin resistance. And despite what many people claim, it actually appears that omega-6 fatty acids improve insulin sensitivity even compared to omega-3 fatty acids. However, omega-3 fatty acids do not appear to impair insulin sensitivity. But when it comes to saturated fat, a large meta-analysis of 85 randomized control trials indicates that saturated fat appears to impair glucose tolerance and glucose control, whereas monounsaturated fats and polyunsaturated fats actually appear to reduce the risk of diabetes by improving blood glucose control, reducing HbA1c, and improving insulin sensitivity. And if you take your total fat consumption and increase the percentage coming from unsaturated fats compared to saturated fat, it appears to be a protective factor against the risk of developing insulin resistance. In the grand scheme of things, the trend on social media to blame vegetable and seed oils for all of the problems in the world, especially insulin resistance, is simply unfounded by scientific literature. And when it comes to insulin sensitivity and diabetes, it appears that unsaturated fat is protective, whereas high saturated fat ingestion appears to be deleterious for insulin sensitivity. But if you've seen my videos in the past, you would know that the most important risk factors for diabetes is not the food that you consume. Rather, it is your physical activity levels and your body fat percentage. With that being said, if you would like an individualized approach to nutrition and lifestyle to optimize your health, energy, and body composition, send me a DM to sign up for coaching.